Big Brother 27 live feeds, Vince asks Lauren to go on the block. It's been a very entertaining day of Big Brother 27 live feeds. We thought those days were long gone. With only a few weeks left, an entire feeds day rarely has some form of entertainment. Day 67 will go down in Big Brother history, and in infamy for Vince. Vince is now the head of household. This should be an easy week with still so many players left, but the BB blockbuster continues to create problems for the Houseguests. That third nominee is really what makes the game more difficult. Additionally, Vince has 3 allies who are all going against each other. Keanu isn't really Vince's ally, but he has some loyalty towards Vince. Vince's true allies are Lauren and Morgan. These women have shared Vince and Zach all season. Now that Zach is gone, Vinny gets all their alliance attention. Vince is poorly trying to manage them by keeping them from going after each other. However, Morgan and Lauren have wanted each other out for a while. Lauren attempted to evict Morgan last week, but she won the power of veto. Morgan doesn't trust Lauren and wants her out. The only issue is she knows that Vinny is loyal to Lauren. This has also created some distrust between Morgan and Vinny. Last week during the special elimination, Vince saved Lauren but got her to agree to save Morgan. However, Vinny's actions hurt Morgan. He's been trying to win back her trust all week. Nominating Lauren would secure it, but it might make Lauren lose trust in him. Most of the night and early morning, Morgan pitched to Vince to nominate Lauren this week. Morgan's main argument is that this breaks Lauren's streak of never being nominated. That could help Lauren win some votes because she can mention that as a point for her as someone with a good social game. Morgan also suspects that Lauren could use the veto to protect her 3-person alliance with Ava and Kelly. Along with Morgan, Keanu also pushed for a Lauren nomination. He has a grudge against her, and also he knew she would be nominated or he would be nominated. Vince went back and forth all day about this stressful nomination. However, he eventually decides to nominate Lauren. He just wanted her to volunteer or agree to it. Vince's main pitch to Lauren is that it would build some trust with them and Ashley and Morgan. He wanted them to go to the final 4 together. He also pitched that it would make people not see them as an unbreakable duo. This could mean they don't go on the block together. Vince's final major argument is that one person won't play in tomorrow's power of veto competition. If Lauren is a nominee, she's guaranteed to play and probably win. Lauren immediately shut down Vince's pitch and refused to agree to his nomination. The conversation continued for quite a while, with Vince even begging Lauren to agree to go on the block. He also tried to guilt her by saying that if he didn't do this move, his game would be ruined. Right before the nomination ceremony, it seemed like Vince gave up on trying to get Lauren to agree to be nominated. Her tears seemed to be the biggest weapon in stopping Vince from making this move. As I write this, the nomination ceremony is underway, so we shall see if Vince nominates Lauren or not. He likely won't nominate her. Big Brother 27 interviews, Morgan Pope, final evictee. Morgan Pope played an amazing game on Big Brother 27 with 7 straight rounds of safety won by her own hand, but she needed that 8th and came up short, costing her $750,000 on finale night. We knew Ashley planned to cut Morgan if she won round 3 and sure enough, that's just what happened. But Morgan left with her head held high and demonstrated incredible poise and sportsmanship in the moment. Third place on Big Brother is always tough to see happen to come that close and leave without even a cut of the prize money, but Morgan is a player who has surely earned herself another opportunity down the road, right? For now though, let's look at her BB27 and what she has to say about her game and the season. Of course her relationship with Vince is going to be a big topic of discussion. Mike, how are you doing right now, Morgan? Obviously, it's been a heck of a day, to say the least. Morgan, yeah, so, it's obviously no secret that I'm bummed, to be real. It's bittersweet. I knew that in order for me to win this game, I was going to have to win it out. And when I lost that final hoe, I just knew. Because if I was her, I would have taken me out, because Vinny was the easier person to beat between the two of us. So it is hard because all day today, I was practicing my final speech. I was deciding who I was going to take to the end. And it turned out that I just came up short. Mike, let's talk your jury vote. Were you always going to vote for Vince? Or did something happen during the jury deliberation to lead you that way? Morgan, no. To be honest with you, I knew that either Vince and I was going to be leaving that house tonight, depending on who won. If I won, Vince was leaving. If Ashley won, I was leaving, and I knew that Vince would have given me a vote, so I therefore returned the favor. I knew his story. I knew that he'd been applying for 10 years and this show meant so much to him. But I said this before, Ashley cooked him like a well-done steak, and she was going to win regardless. So as a friend and as an ally, it was a way of me telling him, thank you for playing this game with me, and I'm proud that we got so far. And congrats on second place. Dalton Ross's EW interview with Morgan, read the full interview here. Dalton Ross, we saw you were planning to ask Vince a question from the jury, then thought about asking Ashley one instead, and then ended up teeing Vince up to talk about the strongest parts of his game, clearly seeming to try to help him articulate his game to the jury. Explain to me what was going there with your back and forth. Morgan, so I knew I wanted to ask Vince the question first. I was also very curious about why Ashley thought that taking me out was going to be one of the moves for her game. Because I wanted her to be able to say why me over Vince, you know? Because the last week or so, she knew I was taking her, and I was under the impression that she was taking me because she said that if she was to lose to anyone, she would want lose to someone who was deserving of the money. Once she won HOH, I knew that she was going to make the decision to take me out. I just had a feeling because if I was her, like I said, I would have done the same thing. Ross, what happened on that final stage of the final HOH competition? Did you overthink it? Morgan, yeah. In the past, there have been times I had the right answer and switched at the last minute and got it wrong. And it was no secret that the same thing happened today. And I knew as soon as Julie said answers were locked, I knew the right answer and I knew I was holding the wrong one. And it was just things where you just kind of accept that you didn't win. Like I said all season, I can take it to the chin, I can handle a loss. And I'm proud of her. It was the first thing I told her. I told her I was so proud of her, because I know all season long she won one competition, week 1, and all she kept saying was she wished she could wish one more competition, and that mattered. A highlight from Sharon's interview with Morgan, she explained that her vote was a pity vote for Vince. Morgan told Sharon she could see how this was going, and that does seem to sync up because from Morgan's question I thought she was going to vote against him. But geez, once Vince had even lost Lauren's vote, yikes. Morgan played a fantastic game on so many levels and Morgan kept us entertained on a level most showmances never get near, so thank you to Morgan for being an amazing house guest on Big Brother 27. Big Brother Season 27 finale, date, time, where to watch, prize money and more. The much-anticipated Big Brother Season 27 finale airs tonight, Sunday, September 28th, bringing 83 days of house drama to a close. The 2-hour finale promises an action-packed evening with the final head of household, HOH, competition, the season's last eviction, the jury's vote, and the reveal of the BB Mastermind. Morgan Pope, Ashley Hollis, and